akon duashna ke 2013 ke 2014 enyen ni ba nonga ke enyen the last option ke Kuba Jinuba Sudan kuma Jinuba Sudan tele bomo dong kuma Jinuba Sudan tele power ma dong gere odi tele desh ke liu ya Koreano de Jinuba Sudan ke liu ya Koreano so tele ndey mabe enyen ni ka what the option odi ya ne dialti ya yen ka prisoni ya ka kamrara ken ka ba mai ti to chemical weapons ken ti ba duasha ken so biya nga so biya ti jina mai ti ko la jak na bi na ti ke rew mai ti ko la jak na bi na liu ko ika ngwash mai te kon te ko lar ke zaman pa jude dan gor ba lar ye o me dan yana we bana shak bana ke gor yana we bana dan mai ke piu eni modele long ke je mode konte ka chemical weapon ni to ba ke ya ka min dongo one tilo gar tilo shik tilo ngwer tilo ngu beke tilo ma ba ban fe bariuf eni mayaje. That is the last option. Me to kangu, me to kume Jinuba Sudan. So no more go rabala katuk no rama kokok may do guamadam. Kolare yo. You should know last option. Kuma ido no queer boy kokon mori la ngaine butch. Butch me queer la queer ready. Queer boy kel me do la queer ma be long. Ko queer be me babale la kuma me bia nga so yenji ko be bia tejina. Ye me jo shange God. Waja God can a man ke ite kelke ye odi kurkuma min ja pem de min did ya benen ka beke ko be shamaini dial titika sigil en kenti be ka nonga ke chemical weapon ko ken kende ni to ka ngiash ke shape lakin nonga ke ye be ke chemical weapon no mo go rawe ni jisdan ka bana God bana ka wash immediately God ka wash ke ka loy na gwari dial tetikatin so to the other South Sudanese, anytime if your husband have been arrested, either in any part of the country, whether your husband have been arrested in maybe any part of the country, in the administrative areas, in the villages, in Bargazal, anywhere in Juba, you need to know that all the people that were arrested and are in prison, if you still think that your husband is in prison in Juba, if you still think your sister is in prison in Juba or Bargazal or anywhere, you need to know all these prisoners, they are no longer in the prisons that you think they are in. They have been all collected and they are being taken to frontline where in Akobo. And they have been given chemical weapons. They are going to use chemical weapons that were used in 2013 and 2014 because they say that this is their last option. This is their last movement. And they say that they are going to use chemical weapon. Why? Because the soldiers they are taking to the ground, they are not trained. These are civilians that were picked from the prisons. Because the South Sudanese did what? The soldiers refused to go back to Akobo. And that's why there's some clashes that are happening currently in Pibor because the soldiers refuse to go back to Akobo. So you need to know that if you are sleeping and your husband is arrested, is in prison, even the cases, if it's small cases of somebody have your money and then they arrest you, anybody that have been arrested is not in prisons. They are all been removed and they are being taken to frontline in Akobo. To the international community, chemical weapons are going to be used. These chemical weapons were used in 2013. They were used in 2014. These are chemical weapons that kill people. These are chemical weapons that kill children. And these are chemical weapons, when they are used, then they don't know anybody. So they are going to kill women. They are going to kill children. And we need the airspace of South Sudan to be protected, especially in Akobo. We need an air safety to be done in Akobo. The UN understands what I'm talking about. The airspace need to be protected, especially they know what I'm trying to say. So that one is needed to be done immediately in Jonglei at large. And then another thing is, you might think that this thing is people of Akobo that are being killed. There are people of North. We know the government of South Sudan is not a government. These are individual people. The SSPDF have refused to go to war because they know they are just being killed and they are dying for nothing. They really don't know why are they dying. What are they dying for? So, You need to know that we don't have a government in South Sudan. There is no difference between white army. There is no difference between IO. There's no difference between government. They are all malicious, and there's no anybody that is more important than any other one. So when your husband is dying, when your wife is dying, and this thing is so sweet actually. You thought before it was only the Nuer that are being killed. But the Dinka are dying also because they are the ones that are being taken. South Sudanese are dying like dry fish. We are like fish now that you can just go and kill in the river. Even if you don't want to eat them, you can just leave them. This is what is happening to South Sudanese. So you need to wake up. You need to wake up, women of South Sudan. Your children are being finished. Your children are being finished. Your children are being finished. It's no longer about Nuer are being cleansed or Nuer are being killed because they are Nuer. Because Nuer are not fighting alone. They are taking South Sudanese to fight them. And these South Sudanese, they are your brothers, they are your sisters, they are your husbands. They are somebody, they have families they come from. They are not President Kiir children. They are not Paul Nang children. So you need to know these children that are dying, Paul Nang doesn't feel any pain. No, President Kiir doesn't feel any pain. They don't feel it. Because Adut Salva Kiir is so busy enjoying resources. Atong Kwal Manyang is so busy abusing us on social media that we are dogs. And the same dogs that are abusing, they are sending us to go die in front line. And because they know we are dogs, they just kill us the way they want. They tell us, go eat dogs. Go continue barking. South Sudanese, you need to wake up. Open your mind. Open your eyes. This death that is happening is uncalled for. I, Ruth, can call it is a stupid death. The people of Akobo, that is their land. The people of Akobo belong to the people of Akobo. If any soldier go to Akobo, they are not going there because they are going for peace. Because we don't have any government. We don't have any unified forces in South Sudan that we can say we have a national army. So when you go to Akobo and you die, to the women, if your wife's husband and children go and die in Akobo, you need to know they were sent to Akobo to go and kill the children of Akobo and send them away from their land. So you don't need to come out. You don't need to come out and cry tomorrow. Because anytime we come and tell you, please stop your children, let them not go to Akobo, you say no. But when the time that they are killed comes out, you start crying why they were killed. You need to know that when we come out and tell you to stop them not to go, is because we are preventing them not to die. We want them to be alive. So this is one very important thing I want everybody to take from here, especially to my brothers, thinkers who are crying. You need to know when these people are being taken to Akobo, they are not being taken to Akobo to go and eat food. No, they are not being taken to Akobo to go and enjoy. No, they are being taken to Akobo to go and kill the people of Akobo and destroy their land and burn their houses. So you need to know when somebody gets you and you are sent to come and kill them, they will kill you. They will kill you. And the international community, we are watching this. And you also need to know that we are losing hope in the international community. We are losing hope in Human Rights Watch. We are losing hope in UNIMIST itself. We are losing hope. We have now seen actually South Sudanese are dying and you are writing documents. You should as well stop writing documents. Because the time for writing documents, the time for warning the government of South Sudan, it's finished. We don't want UN to come out and warn again. We don't want international community to come and warn again because we all know President Salva Kiir government is finishing South Sudanese youth, is finishing South Sudanese generation. So you can as well stop writing documents if you're not ready to come and solve or help the people of South Sudan. If you are not ready to help us, as well stop writing your documents because the documents you are writing, they are not helping us. This is not time for documents. This is time for action. As you see, chemical weapons are going to be used by the government of South Sudan. Immediately they use the chemical weapons, you need to know that you are as equally not helping the people of South Sudan. UNIMIS was there. They promised the people of Akobo that the government will not come, we will protect you. Did they protect them? They did not protect them. So we have also now need to know who is, there's a question mark, who is the South Sudanese. We are giving to the international community, we are giving to the Commonwealth, we are giving to UNIMIS, we are also giving to UN itself. That who is the UN? Is the UN to protect the people, or the UN also have its own agenda to also implement their own thing that they have interest that we don't know? Because we are tired of dying. We are tired of seeing your document. Enough with your threats that doesn't have action that back it up. Government of South Sudan doesn't listen to words. Government of South Sudan doesn't listen to documents. And that's why up to today, nothing has happened. If you don't want to help South Sudanese, stop writing documents, because those documents don't help us. It's like you're making a song. You're playing a guitar for a goat. The goat will continue to meh. So this is what is happening with the government of South Sudan. Enough with the document. South Sudanese, it is up to you. You either save your husband as a woman, you either save your child as a mother, you ever save your father as a child. Anybody that got to Akobo, because the people of Akobo, that is their land, will die. This is what I'm telling you. Because they are protecting, they have seen worse. The children of Akobo knows that the government doesn't belong to them, because a government that bombed them is not their government, is not their friend. A government that burned their land is not their government. Even the children of Nuer land everywhere have known that the government of South Sudan is not their government. It's a militia, and the SSPDF are army of Giant Council of Elders. So we all need to know that it is the reduction of the Nuer people by 40% that is being implemented. Kan Nuer to kontika jube, titika kume self-care. Me meto de me weke yeshia mari. Rieda kel gan yaka itot jenen. Jona yene. Dor be yeshien. Dor Nuera be yeshien. Riamda be yeshien. Riamda be gad kun shien. Riamda ke riam ga Nuera mi wudpin. Ke yena mother ke shy. Kel ke rami wus ga riam ga Nuera fin. E yena mi da ka kwen ka fatur. Ke riam ga Nuera mi wud fin. E je ramo. Jone e shia mari. Riam Nuera shien rode. Nuera shien ka rodien. Ia kon pale jur toto. Shien na rodan. Ke dong ene jur de shien ko riam gen yana engich. Laki riam ga Nuera. Miye ga riam ga Nuera. An wale ngaish nije. Mawa chemical weapons waka wajien ka jube. Mawa chemical weapons wajien ka jube. Waga Nueri wana ken ka Akobo. Ngai nije ba. Nenga kutiti ka Australia. Deka gware arbie. Nenga kutiti gwa ko jini iga kwentin ka Amerika mo. Deka gware arbie. De shien wang ba. Lora bang. De shien rode for a wang bang. Ano. Keriam ga Nueri mi waska fin ka shodun ka ba chemical ba ka ba nang na foindun. Katila maleale. De shien rode for a wang de gat kutua. Take a tinte de to a rain Nuera. Take a tinte de to a de rodu liafe. Tika I gat kuang af na nial. And yali ka ngaftin de ka pen. Kupen na nata yari. Joya banaro danshan. Shemari. Banaro shan. Gwe ya febi ga Nuera so. Ba chemical weapon ni baba nang na tudun na nyam dun ka biya kin. Ka biya wargani tain. Ba ya jonga Nuera ka supe. Akiriam Nuera shia na rode. And why did yalla ya gat kun yali ya ka tautino. And nama riam ga Nuera to riam ga Nuera to. And nama riam ga Nuera to. Ma riam ga Nuera ni to. Mane gat kun ba ka ga Nuera. Ma ya ka ga Nuera gat kun ba. Ka ga Nuera. Ka ga Nuera ba gata to. So jone yen shemari e chemical weapon baba nang nege kadun. E ka nang kepe. Lakini amari dial ti ya ko bi tial. Amari dial ti ya ko ku gat ku letitin ku ga Nuera le so. Biketes. Ti aka jube ko te ka Nuera te chal ka rodie na Nuera. Ka ngwan. Motike ye ka position ni mo. E wote ke nuori ka ngwan te tin te shole nuor ka ngwan shie mari. Dum tela nuor ka ngwan. Ai ya de le na le ke yere na ko takotin. Engen kwa le joner ye gai ko bola governor re jongle. Wa wala governor ka jongle ko te ke nuori te te wono te ngiye. Dum tela nuori te nyan ka tin tela ma de tuo. En connect ni ane jiati. Go ako. Bako jena wale. Betina ma jema bia jesin ma waka oswo nuori titi ma power nuori titi woto bia bai de je. Bete ma bi penien. We are not yapping. So babu jone amari dialte yana ya obi gat kun te toyo tin piketes. Yana me liuga entes ka ga nuori liwe kemo. Yali kule yale ke rai lo idea ke shodun. Yes. Tela malba. Man gad nuora ika malba mani gad kun ba ika mal. Bana Roshan. Bia buda mal. Bia nga shia mari ka akobo. Mimbe majia. Mate ka nuor mate loj ka luang rode jen. Shia mari konti te ka akobo. Ka nuori. Ka gad. Te runke. So mate ka rama te ka shar. Riama. Liya shia mori. Liya de mori kun. Liya ni mori kun. Liya mori kun ka akobo. Liya ni mori kun. Yanji benti auto tela magama bia shangulo moji mo lo oto. Mani jikanya no, mani gawara no. Mani ke lo fankien. Telar pek marong ko de to rei benti rei shaledi rei nuora. Me shal ka kona nuor ka ngwan. Runga ka odena la nuor ka ngwan. Choda na nuor ka ngwan runga ko de titina no. Mo kel roda wo wash. Bana la nuor ka diok. Ke bara la nuor ke rew ke bara la nuor ke baba jone yene rongne goane no bawe titi ke jifan gak go ke bawe titi ke ngani ke law go ke bawe titi ke jiben tiaw go ke ka bawe titi ke jikon go ke tiaw ko le lan enje en kon nuor ka ngwa tel ramarun ko ede liu ede dala de shos. La shalka kone shaman shirira mo la tiame shaman shewo yeriet bang. Shaman shewo bane kondan shamkel. Bane joy darur kel. Bane liya darur kel. Bane uye darur kel. Enyani shalka kone shaman shew. Mo ene rieti ti yane kabila zagwani ken bane ke shus rei nuara. Kon riere me shale shaman shege. Mo ene uyanda bilar. Ma bane kwe ngutin bane shus. Ba uwe kote kate ba uwe ti yidwe gwani kie. Koma binuare uye ka binuare kid. Yerong. Betete bana waire ran. Kon wari betete bana waire dan. Komo kon shaman shell. Then bana la shaman shell. Kama iya kon shaman shell ka goa. Ma iya kon shaman shell. Ka goa iya kon shaman shell. Kama kon shaman shell. Dosa bulkal ya ka. Ambula me dosna me nyen titi altitan lakina ka nyen shengo. Wala may pe wiye may rama liulo wini ba watim ba lula nuor keleo. She Maria Luinton. Sean Kelly titi. Baneke kwen Kelly. Kel Kelly. Baneke kwen kel Kelly. Baneke tiem jor. Dunyane me dan lel. Dunyane me lele ne dan. Baneke tiem jor. Ngan nyalel. Ngan tel ngan luang. Matil nga de mar ma donke nyi mar mo manuar. Tel ma baluang ala roda. Yang dewe de kwa te wan cheng baka cheng adi. Baka cheng nika. Ko gwa ko di mo gwa di sheng rei shemori ngen kwa lo ba nyal kwen dorien ba nen no modor nyi nguke na gatke gwa eno chemical weapons kena benen